Hello everybody and welcome back. I am the Sovereign and welcome to my court. If this is your first time in attendance, hello, please consider hitting the subscribe button before you leave our kingdom. We are here to discuss the ongoing coronation measures of Miss Earth. They are in the process of choosing a new queen, and yes, some of their activities are still virtual, which I do consider to be a boost to the overall competition, but the ladies actually will be flying to the Philippines. The ladies, not myself, okay? I know a lot of people get excited every year if they see me, doing things with Miss Earth or judging for Miss Earth. They're like, are you coming to the Philippines? No, you guys, I'm not coming to the Philippines. I've seen the comments, I've seen the messages. I'm so sorry. I am not in the Philippines and I will not be in the Philippines, but I'll be here on the YouTube channel. You can always find me right here, and I'm always watching Miss Earth. Every year there are 3 pageants that I religiously watch: Miss Earth, Miss Universe, and Miss Grand International, which ironically, what's going on with the Miss Grand fan base? Why are y'all popping off and being salty in my comment section as if I don't watch Miss Grand with my mother, that is her favorite pageant? We watch it every year. I have Miss Grand fans in my comments being salty and messy AF, and it's a bad look. It is a bad look. You cannot hang out with me or my friends if you are that sensitive that you can't take a joke. Anyways, Miss Earth is in the stages of coronation, and just this morning they released the form and figure competition, which was done by video, which in my eyes I have a higher level of scrutiny for because you can redo the video. It wasn't done live. So you can kind of master that video and make that video as great as you possibly can. You have all the opportunity in the world to make it the best you possibly can. So with having the ability to redo your performance, I'm expecting top of the notch, top level competition, right? Now, some of you do know or are aware that I was invited to judge the international public interviews of the Miss Earth contestants. Their interviews are on YouTube and available to the public. You can actually watch the girls going through their interviews and the type of questions that they get, which I think is a great boon to the community to kind of understand what happens in a closed door interview. How tough are the questions? What are judges asking these girls, right? Me personally, I like to ask a variety of questions, but I do like to dig in and get to know the knowledge and depth and personality of women as much as I possibly can in those 3 minutes. I kind of wish I could talk to them longer, but there's so many of you and so much to do. And I do have to say a nice, big, long, hearty thank you to the Miss Earth organization for graciously inviting me back, my opinionated, outlandish self. It is really fun to talk to the girls, and I really enjoy doing it, and I'm happy that they even consider me worthy of helping another woman ascend to her throne. I am always grateful for the consideration and the love that I get. Honestly, Miss Earth is the most unproblematic pageant out there. Of all the big 5 pageants, I feel like Miss International is pretty unproblematic too, but Miss Earth really stays in their lane. Miss Earth causes no problems. They perform their advocacies. They take good care of the women. We hear no drama from the Miss Earth organization, and I love that. I love an unproblematic queen where I can just watch the competition, love their queens, and there's not an issue in sight. They complete and stand by their advocacy. These girls really mean it, and I just like the fact that they're just over there living their happy lives unproblematically. No drama ever pops off from Miss Earth, and I highly appreciate it, and I just don't understand why other pageants can't be like Miss Earth. Now, though I was a judge for the interview portion of the competition, that does not mean I know anything, okay? And we know this because last year I did the finale judging, and I did ask permission to do a reaction to the finale because I think it is important and kind of a fun behind the scenes insight and a good learning opportunity for the fan base to understand a little bit of the transparency of how judging works. Just because somebody is on a judging panel, it really doesn't mean they understand or know what the outcome of that pageant is going to be. A lot of the times the judges are even more nervous than the fan base themselves because, number one, they want to do a good job. They want to crown somebody deserving, and they know that the other judges kind of have in their mind a ranking or hierarchy that may be different from the list that they think did well. And I swear you guys, the couple times that I've been on judging panels, or the many times that I've spoken to judges from different organizations, behind the scenes in the DMs, they'll tell me what it's like. The judges really go to bat for these girls. They really do fight for the girls they think are doing the best. I wish there could be a behind the scenes show of judges because judges are amazing and they are backstage fighting as much as the fans do. It's outrageous. So I'm letting everybody know, number one, I will not be revealing any scores. I didn't ask for permission, and quite honestly, I think it's a little bit tacky. So I will not be revealing anything from what I may know about the interview portion, even though it's public and you can go check for yourself. However, my thoughts and opinions and personal scores will be factored into my overall favorites list for the Miss Earth competition. But like I said, everything's public, so you guys can kind of see who's doing well and who's not doing well. Like, it's not really a secret. And that's one of the fun things about Miss Earth is their transparency, which we are greatly thankful for. And of course, all of the various activities that they allow the girls to participate in. We don't just see them one or two times. The Miss Earth organization really spreads out the amount of time these girls get, a lot of screen time. They get a lot of activities. They get a lot of opportunities to prove themselves. And that's one thing that makes them very, very unique is the amount of showcase and showmanship that these girls get to display on the stage or on your computer monitor. And one of those activities is the form fitness and figure competition, which is kind of like swimwear, but they've kind of retitled it to let people know it's not just about swimwear, it's about form, figure, fitness, all that, right? We want to see it all. It's not just about one thing. There's many things that go into each element of competition. We're talking about the form, figure, fitness, and all that today. Let's get into this. Miss Earth has been doing these virtual competitions for about 2 years now, so I would assume that the competitors should know what's expected of them, and yet some women are still kind of missing the boat. There are some women who are still mistaking this as an opportunity to participate in some sort of modeling competition. There are some women who really sent in videos that had no walks, no movement, no nothing. I'm looking at you, Dominican Republic. This girl stood by a tree and did not move a muscle, pretty much posed the entire time. I'm like, this entire competition might as well have been a photo for you because you weren't showcasing anything. When an organization gives you as a competitor the opportunity to show something of yourself, you should take full advantage of that and do as much as you possibly can in that limited amount of time to show why you are the best and why you should be crowned queen. Standing there and just flexing and posing, you can do that in a photo. It really gives us nothing. It doesn't show us your skills. It doesn't show us your personality. It doesn't showcase any uniqueness about you. It is a waste of time. And there are some women who really just sat there and laid out on a picnic table or a chair or waded around some water and skipped around the ocean beach and just didn't show too much. And it's a wasted opportunity. The women, in my opinion, who did really, really well in this competition are women who showcased their skills, their technical ability, their walks, and added a bit of their personal flair and personality into the video to make it really individualized. My best in this category, my gold medal, my personal gold medal, goes to Nigeria. Nigeria, crown worthy, absolutely crown worthy. Queen, sis, stunning, amazing, flavorful, the flex, the flawlessness, the slay. She not only gave the walk, she gave the personality, she gave the fierceness, she gave the commanding aura of an international queen, and I was astounded and very happy to see that this is coming from Nigeria. Have we ever seen a competitor from Nigeria win an international crown? Has it ever happened? I'm thinking off the top of my head right now, and I can't really come up with a competitor that's taken an international crown, but Nigeria, this is one of the best competitors from Nigeria I have ever seen, okay? Ever. She owned this competition, hands down, complete ownership of it, and she should be so proud. Philippines is a lady that brings quality. That entire country, no matter what pageant they compete in, they bring quality. You can see the quality of the lighting, the quality of the camera. She's got fire dancers in the background. Like, the quality of this competitor and her team, insane, as it always is. I wish she had just a little bit more confidence and fluidity. I wish it was a little bit more natural for her. It seemed like she was forcing it a little bit, but Philippines is always going to win. Like, Philippines is always going to beat everybody when it comes to quality, when it comes to creativity. They take pageantry very, very seriously. And I don't understand, I understand that not everybody's putting in the time and money that Philippines can put into pageantry, but people should at least be learning from the Philippines, right? You guys should be knowing how to set up a backdrop, how to get your angles, how to style yourself. You know what the Philippines is packing, so I don't understand why some of these countries just aren't even attempting to get on that level. One country that is attempting to get on that level pretty consistently throughout all competitions at this point is Vietnam. Absolutely stunning, fiery, ferocious personality. I'm seeing Vietnam do very well in multiple competitions. Major powerhouse energy I'm getting from that entire country in any pageant that I see them in. So I'm not really surprised that Vietnam is doing so well here. Now, before I keep talking, I do want to tell you who's on my favorites 15 list. 15 or 16? I think it's 16 because the bottom two girls were score tied for me and I don't really know what I want to do with them, but I don't want to discount anyone either. So I do have the favorite 16, even though Fave 15 sounds better. We're going to call it the Fave 15, even though it's a Fave 15 with a bonus one. How about that? Fave 15 with a bonus one, plus one, extra sauce, okay? My two tied countries, I really didn't know how to separate them, were Korea and Colombia. Korea is my surprise, okay? I'm so excited to even be mentioning Korea in a tops list because I don't think I ever have before. Finally. There's certain countries that just like never get to make the finals list. And usually it's like Korea, Japan, and China. They never get to make the finals list. So I'm so happy to actually be speaking about Korea. And I think she's one of the best Korean competitors that I've probably ever seen in competition. She had a bit of confidence. She had the technical skills to complete and compete in this competition. I just wish she had more confidence. I just wish she had more flair. The girls above her are packing more punches. Meanwhile, there's Colombia. Colombia's always technically proficient. Colombia never sends a competitor that doesn't know what they're doing. All these girls are trained. The problem is they're all trained by the same person, clearly. No matter what pageant I look at, no matter what year it is, no matter where I'm looking, it could be Miss Universe, it could be Miss Grand, it could be like all the Colombians, Venezuelans, kind of the same. They're all trained the same. They all give the exact same performance. It's like the same coach is teaching them all and teaching them all the same routine, and there's no uniqueness there. Yes, they're good competitors. They are. They're technically proficient. They know what is expected of them, and they know how to compete in a decent, good way. But there is absolutely no personality. It is devoid of anything that is special and standoutish. It's almost like when the Colombians and even the Venezuelans go into competition, their coach removes everything that makes that particular woman special and forces them to perform in the same cookie cutter way. And it drives me crazy. I have been talking about this since last year and probably the year before that I see the same performance from these two countries constantly. So this is why Colombia is way down the list. It's just because she does not stand out performance-wise the way that she should. And I do not know what else I can do other than sit here and say the same thing every year. Colombia, stop sending all your girls to the same coach. Stop training them all the same. They're literally, it's like they're manufactured out of the same factory, exactly the same. Like McDonald's French fries, like shipped around the country, they always taste the same. I don't know how you guys are doing it, but stop doing it. Pageantry is all about showcasing the individuality of these women, and Colombia hasn't given me any individuality for a very long time, and I would very much like some. So can you please just like stop doing what you're doing, please? So that covers number 16 and 15. My number 14 spot goes to USA. I know there's some questions about what happened with USA, and quite honestly, I have questions too because this was not the original crowning that happened. There was a swap and replacement from the court of the Miss USA hierarchy, and we didn't really get too much of an explanation. I'm not going to dive into that. You guys can speculate amongst yourselves. I'm just here to talk about Miss Brielle and how she did. Now, Miss USA, I don't know who they have training the girls for international competition, but whoever's been training these ladies is still doing a damn fine job because, I mean, Brielle was always a good competitor, which is why she was appointed to the court of Miss Earth. And her state director is phenomenal and had that girl walking and strutting long before she got on the national stage. So it might have been the state director that got her popping the way that she is. Either way, she's walking great. She's looking fun. She's doing fantastic. The strength for you United States competitors is always going to be interview. always interview. I wish that Brielle had just more confidence. That's it. A lot of these girls just need a little bit more oomph, right? They are trying to show the audience confidence and trying to feign confidence for the camera, but I can see it's not coming from within, right? They don't have that natural, like, I'm a bad bee energy flexing on the camera. They're clearly not used to being put under that pressure and in that spotlight. And I think Brielle needs a little bit more of that IG baddie vibe. And she does have time to get to that level before she gets to the Philippines, because she will be competing live on stage. So she's got time to amp herself up and really come out of her shell and show the real queen that she is. And she's going to need to do it in order to beat some of these other ladies. At number 13, I have Malta. My number 12 goes to Canada. Hearty surprise from Canada. I'm very happy. I did not expect this little bit of feistiness coming from Canada. No, I did not, but I am highly pleased, Canada. Queen energy, like there's not too much to say. Canada did what she needed to do. When it comes to winning some of these virtual competitions, not only do you have to showcase that confidence and skill, you do have to be a little bit creative when it comes to your presentation, right? A la Philippines. You need to do something that makes your overall video stand out, whether it be walking along a bridge, walking, on a skyscraper, like just whatever it takes. Find a way to stand out and have high quality, have a good camera, do things like that. Canada really didn't add that extra element of creativity, but she already had the personality and the skill to do well, not only in that virtual competition, but make my overall favorites list, which means she doesn't do bad in interview either. My number 11 goes to Philippines. I already spoke about Philippines a little bit in this video, so I told you she does need to have a little bit more confidence. It needs to come from within. She really needs to believe in herself, not just put on a performance for the camera. I want to see bad bee energy. Philippines and USA are kind of giving off the same vibes, where just being in front of the camera, they're smiling, they seem happy, they're doing what they're supposed to do, but I can see they don't truly believe it. I can see that they're not necessarily enjoying it. They might be a little bit nervous. They might, be overthinking things a little bit. They're just not having fun with it. I want to see you have fun and flex and flaunt and just live your life in front of the camera and be the queen that you're supposed to be the queen who you already are. Once you get to that point where you believe in yourself, you really don't care what the camera's doing. You're just putting on a show. You're just showcasing yourself. And that's what it should feel like. We should be watching you teach us about you. Like, hello, I'm from the Philippines. This is the queen that I am, and you're gonna love me. I want to see that type of energy. If she can pull that off before she gets back to the Philippines, is she traveling? She's probably not traveling. She's already in the Philippines, so no time zone shift for her. She's got plenty of time to work out the kinks and really build up her confidence, or some of her coaches are going to inject her with confidence. I don't know what you guys are doing down there in the Philippines, but the fact that you guys keep placing in damn near every competition you participate in, somebody's got the secret juice. And can I have a taste? I just would like a taste, like a sip, like a little bit. And so here we are, the top 10 women vying for the crown of Miss Earth. At number 10, I have Indonesia. I do wish that Indonesia's video quality had been a little bit better. There's some lighting issues and shadows and whatnot, and I feel like she could have found a better backdrop to perform in, or at least showcase the different versatility of her performance elements in different places versus walking back and forth on like the same area. But her overall flavor, creativity, personality, performance skill was there. Like, the girl was feisty and it felt like true confidence, and she really had no issue performing. I just wish she had did a little bit more with her overall video, because that's what would have got her the gold medal from the organization and myself personally. At number 9, I have Cuba. At number 8, I have Vietnam. My number 7 spot goes to Cabo Verde. I like this girl. As soon as I saw her, I wrote yes right next to her, because I knew she was going to make my favorites list. Absolutely. I mean, I did go check, interview stuff, because this is all combined. This is my actual favorites list with all elements combined. So I did have to make sure she could speak. Yes, she can. You can see the interviews on YouTube. She is great. She's fabulous. She's fun. She's flossy. She's flexy, and it comes off natural. Body's rocking, by the way. I like Cabo Verde. There's something about her that draws me in. I get sucked into her spirit. Truly, I like, there's what's not to love? What's not to love? She's fun. She look at that hair, like everything about her is kind of captivating. She just believes in herself, and you can see it. So it's possible she could pull out a win. At number 6, I have Namibia. And here we go. Starting off the top 5. At number 5, I have the best, in my opinion, the swimwear / form and figure category is Nigeria. I already spoke about her. She's fun, she's flexy, she's flaunty. She has the makings of being an all-around very good competitor. We're gonna have to see if she can bring it in real life, because she definitely can bring it in front of a camera. My number 4 spot goes to Somalia. It is so nice to be able to say countries on my favorites list that I have never gotten to say before. I was so happy when I was like, oh my God, Somalia is gonna make my favorites list. So, in the form and fitness figure category, Somalia was very controlled, very natural, yet you could tell that's true confidence. She was unfazed by what she needed to do, and she did it in a very poised way. You can see that Somalia competed in more of a fitness attire, which is totally fine. There are countries and women of different beliefs in this competition, and I'm very grateful that Miss Earth makes space for all of them, and I'm happy to see that other countries are willing to participate in this competition. Somalia is a country I never get to talk about, so the fact that she's number 4 on my favorites list right now showcases not only her skill, but her speaking ability, because you damn well know she's not going to make my top 5 if she can't speak. The fact that there is an actual chance that Somalia can make the crown of Miss Earth or even the court has me ecstatic to see the live competition. This woman, you can go watch it for yourself. She has a true chance. You can see that she has been trained and she's very comfortable and knows what it means to have technical skill. She's poised, she's classy, and she's confident. I am very excited to see what she brings for her live performance, and I have a lot of high hopes for her. Good luck, Somalia. Okay. I struggled so hard, and honestly, I'm still struggling right now. I have the list in front of me and I'm still struggling. My number 2 and number 3 are bouncing back and forth. They're going back and forth, and I really don't know who I want to put number 2 and number 3. I don't know at this point. I don't know. They're so close in my mind that it drives me insane. All right. So I'm going to say number 2 and number 3 together, because as far as I'm concerned, like, these two girls are tied with each other. My number 2 and number 3 spots, in no particular order, are Venezuela and Palestine. What? You should have saw my face the first time I saw the form and figure fitness competition, and Palestine was killing it. Wait, who is she? Where? Wait, Palestine? Miss Earth, I love you guys so much. Bringing me these countries I never get to talk about. And then of all places, Palestine is popping off. The girl is stunning. The girl is gorgeous. The girl is confident. Like, she's killing. Where did you guys find her? She reads queen, like straight queen energy. And I don't understand how or where or what happened to get her in a competition. She came out of nowhere. She's great. Are you looking at this? Are you seeing this? Like, stunning to die for. And you know that if she's tied number 2, number 3, she can speak. You know that she can. So at this point, I'm just sitting here dumbfounded that Palestine is this far up my list. And she gives so much confidence, so much ease, comfortability. Like, she's real bad bee energy. Like, I can't be bothered. I lounge here every day. This is what I do. This is my job is to be a queen. And I'm like, you know what, girl? Your job should be to be a queen. Give her the crown. Go ahead, give her the crown, because it looks like she's just waiting for it anyways. I'm impressed by Palestine. Meanwhile, Venezuela, I can't say that I'm impressed, because Venezuelans are trained impeccably. We know what to expect from Venezuelans. Has never been a Venezuelan queen step on an international stage who didn't know what she was doing, right? Thing is, like I said with Colombia, it's really difficult for Colombia and Venezuela to get out of that cookie cutter training. Whatever they're doing to these girls is ruining it. This girl does seem to have a little bit of personality, and I was not going to take away the fact that not only is she very well spoken, I love her personality. Venezuela, this competitor, does have her own unique personality. And I think that's going to be a great boost to her in competition. She's very relatable and easy to talk to. If anything's going to hold her back, it's going to be her overall performance, because for whatever reason, she's one of the two countries that lack a lot of the uniqueness when it comes to performance aspects. But I'm not going to rob her of a very deserved spot. She's fun to talk to. She's fun to listen to. She's fun to watch. I'm hoping that once she gets to the Philippines, she can really showcase her own individualized way of performing on the stage that's going to make her stand out as the overall crown-worthy queen. And last but certainly not least is my number one spot, the woman who, in my opinion, at this very moment has the highest chance of ascending to the throne of Miss Earth is Chile. Chile is knocking it out of the park. She is hitting home runs. She knows what to do. She knows what's expected of her. I don't know what to tell the rest of the competitors, but as far as Chile is concerned, one of those crowns is already off the table. There are now, 3 left, because she's basically telling us all she's taken one of them. So there you have it, my favorite 15 with a bonus one for the crowns of Miss Earth 2022. There are many, many competitions still to be watched and presided over. I'm not judging any more of the competitions, though I will be watching because I always watch Miss Earth, right? Unproblematic queens. I love them. They're knowledgeable. They're fun. They're feisty. I'm always here. Every year I support because they're great. They do what they're supposed to do, and they are a great showcase to what a woman and a pageant queen should be, and I love them for that. So I can't wait to see who pops up the favorites list, who shows out in future competitions, and what is in store when it finally comes to the live performance and we're finally gonna have one. In the comment section below, let me know what you think about the Miss Earth competition. Are you excited to know that the girls will actually be in the Philippines this year? You're gonna have a live show. I'm so excited. Who are your favorites? Okay, tell me who's on your top 10, top 5 faves list. Is there somebody that you think that I am overlooking? It's okay, you guys let me know. We are here, we are friends, we dish the dirt and the tea, and we help each other out. We keep an eye on all the ladies that we possibly can. Hop in the Discord because they always have something to say. There's always tea going on. Are you surprised to see Palestine and Somalia currently doing so well? And Nigeria too, like what is happening? This having these countries on my favorites list makes this so much fun. I'm loving it. So thank you guys. Thank you, Miss Earth competitors. Have fun, ladies. Okay, enjoy yourselves. Don't stress too much. Enjoy the time in the Philippines. They're great. They're great. I keep saying I'm gonna come out there, and trust me, you guys, I'll be out there one day, all right? Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And remember, I love you and I will miss you, but I promise, you know I will be back in a future video. Bye.